So if I get my leg out here and I'm like this, now you're gonna start stiff arming me like crazy. Yes, and now it's gonna remember that scenario where now it's gonna be where I step over, I fade, and then come up the middle. And I've let go, and now I'm coming up. Yep. Then it's gonna go right to that. Correct, time out the body. Yep. Because you won't be able to stop that. You won't be able to keep coming into that even with your hands locked. You're like, oh, too strong. And he stiff armed me. First one is love. It's just to make sure that I keep him down. We move around, and now he meets me with a stiff, and he moves the hips back. Whoa, and make sure again, we step over. We're a little bit higher, but we're not quite where we want. But remember, my right arm on the first time was just at the hip line, just above the hips. This time when we put our knee down and I fade back into the stiff arm, look how high this hand is this time. All the way up. If I could get the far trap, I would be hugging all over that far trap, but usually it's not quite there. But the one thing that we need, you see how I'm like under Warren's top arm? I'm under the elbow. That's very important, okay? That when I went, he stayed under the arm. And now as we move back, he stiff arms me with this top arm again and turns to face me. Now is the time where we're set, okay? You guys see where my left arm is? It's a near underhook, the near side underhook. I didn't let go of the back. My hips are facing his with my right arm holding the leg so that there's space for my right leg to pass, scoop up the knees, and then figure four my leg. The entire time we're here, you guys see how my left knee is on the mat? I'm leaning into my left leg. My left knee doesn't move. Because watch what happens. I go here, figure four, and then once I figure four, I put my right knee on the mat. And now the scorpion kicks off. When you guys, and it takes some practice to get that feel of where your knee is, but you should be basically hip to hip. And my knee is under the quad. If you're there, don't move your left knee. Because that's what makes his legs light enough to pick up. Now, once I figure four my leg, when this knee goes down, my left leg comes up and we scorpion both. And now look, this is an underhook. And the formality of getting this hand is an underhook. Most of the time that'll be there because he's going to be shoving away on you. Yeah, he's going to be pushing for all his worth. Okay? The more he pushes, start pushing, the more I'm going to climb my hands up and either lock a C-clamp or shoulder to shoulder. We don't do anything until he bridges. Because he's stuck here. He can't move. If he stayed here, I'll just stay here. I don't want to move up yet. I really want his feet to come to his butt. Okay. You see what happens? He slid me up and I have a grapevine of both legs with one. And your hips will go right above his hip line normally because he just made a hill for you to go down. And then once we mount, we always cross our legs. And now I'm ready to attack.